So while I'm on the Nautilus, I am the Science Communication Fellow, which means I'm sort of the connection between the science team that's going on, everybody else, all the cool engineers, and the general public that's watching in. So I get a chance to talk about all of the cool research we're doing, all of the discoveries that we're finding, all of the surprise moments that we don't know are gonna happen, why they're exciting, and then the public can also sort of write messages in, and so I can talk to them at the same time. So I did a number of different interactions. We call them ship-to-shore interactions. So as a communication fellow, while on board, I was able to come right into the classroom through interactions. And so I'm aboard the vessel, and we can bring the students right there with us and talk about the different things that we're doing and answer any of their specific questions they might have. Things like, what's it like living on a boat? What's the creepiest thing you've ever seen? And it's great to be able to connect with the community. There were a number of ones that I did with the Marine Education Center, as well as a few out in California and Florida. I think we even did one in Alaska. And just being able to talk to the students and say, hey, you're a part of this exploration group as well, and getting them just as excited as we are. So last year they were out, it was also the last cruise of the season, and they were exploring this area. Now, it's an area that hadn't been explored before. The very last hour of the dive, they actually came across this area of hundreds of thousands of brooding octopus, which means they were protecting their eggs. So they're in a brooding posture and they were upside down. So this is a species that had only ever been seen once before. So this species was something new. And then the fact that there was this huge mass of them was also something new. Unfortunately, we didn't have any of the probes up and running at the time, and there wasn't a way to measure anything. And so this year we were able to go back and fully explore those octopus gardens and to kind of give us a better idea of what is it that makes this an area that the octopus would want to say, yes, I want to brood here, and yes, I also want to brood here with a lot of people, because octopus are not typically found all hanging out together. We believe the species is Musoctopus robustus. So it's a unique species of octopus. We don't know a whole lot about this species of octopus. We know they're about the size of a softball. The mothers that we saw were brooding in that upside down position. They're brooding over a large clutch of eggs, but the ones that we found were actually hatching. So we were able to see the moms protecting eggs that are hatching. It may take a very, very long time for these animals to develop. So there's a possibility that these octopus are going to be there for a very long time or a short period of time. It seems like there was sort of a rotating cycle of the octopus that we found there. So some were just starting, some had been there for a while, but the timeline is something we don't fully understand yet. It was absolutely exciting to be able to connect with so many different people. I learned a whole lot more about being an educator and how to approach lots of different groups on the subject. It was fascinating to see the aspects of other people's career. So not only the educators, but the scientists, the engineers, the videographers, the data lab people, everything that goes into making this possible. And so I really would like to be able to bring that back to the MEC and talk about career development.